everyone, it's Libby from Maighstir Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people, the traditional custodians of the land on which these videos are made, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides and the universal energies. Okay, for the senses, entertainment, oh, that wasn't me giving them the bird, by the way, entertainment only. Okay, what I'm going to have a look at, I mean, I have a lot of things listed here to have a look at, but what I actually want to have a look at is I'm just going to do a Orange Twerp health reading. I haven't done one for a little while. I keep getting he's in terrible health, which he is. Denise Knight over at Denise Knight Divination does a daily reading, which is fabulous, but I'm wanting bigger picture stuff here at the moment. Considering all that is unraveling, all that is happening, the pushback on the EPS files, there's a lot of information that's starting to come out from different angles. For example, I've put a couple of pieces in my post section, so go to Maighstir Tarot under any video, and there was a news article in regards to the connections between Epstein and Thiel, and we know who Peter Thiel is. Oh boy, where does one start unraveling all that? You know, the shady backer, or JD, I should say, the JD shady backer, who also owns a good percentage of Palantir, which is the one that has got all the personal information from the government files and the you know, Social Security, Medicare, etc. files. Also married, had a young piece on the side, male piece on the side, that after the husband found out about the male piece on the side, apparently committed his own falling off of a 10-story building. Yeah, got some doubts about that as well. But okay, that's aside from that. There's a lot of information coming out from a lot of different angles. This is not going away. You only have to think about JFK and the grassy knoll. I mean, when was that? 60 years ago? And still people are questioning, asking, wanting information, etc. The grassy knoll, yeah. Also, you've got to remember with the Nuremberg trials, they took 70 years to complete their last trial. This is far, far, far from over. It doesn't matter how many copies they shred, burn, or whatever. This information is far from over. So I want to have a look at how his health is keeping up with the stresses of all that is coming out. Bondi's desperately trying to cover his backside by firing people left, right and centre who were involved in investigations. Not a good idea, Pam, according to my last reading. It's not going to end well for her either eventually, but it will take time. But I want to have a look how his health is going, because if you look at recent images of him, for example, when he was, oh gosh, they tried to get him off the field. He was booed at the FIFA World Cup final. Booed relentlessly. They didn't show that, didn't have that on the news, did they? He went down onto the field. He was supposed to give a little bit of a talk and leave, refused to leave, insisted on handing over the replica trophy because he insisted on keeping the original in his possession. And, you know, photos with the winning team, etc. They didn't want him there. He looked really bad. He thought he looked wonderful, but he looked really bad. He's actually hunched over. If you have a look at the pictures of him, it looks like he's collapsing internally within himself. Now, he is getting old. What's he, nearly 80 or something? But okay, he's not wearing his girdle because it's interfering with the treatment that he's getting. Has he got a port on his belly for something? That's what they just told me. He's not wearing the support girdle that he always wore because of something on his belly. I mean, if he had a colonoscopy bag, it would be in that region. Is that what we're getting? But you can't see one. My yes, no cards. That's the one that came out. Yes. Yes, he has. He's got some sort of medical device that stops him from wearing the girdle, is what they're telling me. And that's why he's slumping over. But he looks like he's just collapsing. Even when he's sitting, he's over. Now, yes, old people do slump over when they get older. You know, they walk and slump and shuffle along and all the rest of it. But that's okay. Show me. What do we need to know about the orange twerp and his health? He's literally collapsing upon himself. What do I need to know? One of my beautiful viewers used my deck, and I might use that in a minute. It's available on Etsy. I do apologise. It's the only place you can get it, and Etsy at the moment it's not very favourable, so I completely understand if you don't want to go on there. They asked what would happen with his health by, I think, August, and they got terrible cards. They got the chicken with its orange crown. I can't remember what else they got, and then they got the health. Oh, what would he be taken out by August or something was their question, end of August, and they got oh yes, they got the chicken card, the yes card, and the health card. But what do we need to know about the orange twerp's health? Come on down, let's have a look. Yes, Bindy's still asleep over there. Right. There is health information, consultations that are being kept hidden from the public. We know that. But this is consulting with specialists, and this is down hidden, being kept hidden. Challenged by information coming out, announcements being made, or a lot of information coming out. That's the challenges. Okay, the challenge is to stop the information getting out. At the foundation, I'm just going to say he's been quite heavily medicated. This is sort of the Ronnie Jackson type card, but it's not Ronnie Jackson. This is controlled medication. The energy he's stewing in at the moment, doling out the medication. He wants more. He wants more and more and more as it becomes less effective. In the past, he's had some shocking news, nightmarish news that is just a lot of anxiety in regards to it. News that he didn't want. Okay, crowning this reading, that's my dementia card. But it also could be to do with his past. I've got the heart up here. Can't say I've noticed that. Could be something to do, curling in on his heart. Now, I know I'm getting over a head cold, but I always start coughing when I read on his health because I keep getting congestive heart failure, but curling in on his heart here. The immediate future, you've got some sort of a supreme specialist being brought in with the guru. A minor announcement being made. So you've got this major specialist being brought in, but externally you've got the Page of Pentacles. So there's going to be some sort of minor announcement made regarding his health, but internally they're just desperately trying to keep it on even keel. I do know Denise keeps getting that with fluid build-up, etc. You've got a lot of water in this card. desperately trying to keep it on some sort of even keel. Hopes and fears is the truth comes out. The truth comes out. The outcome. The hanged man literally stopped in his tracks. The Knight of Swords. The truth is revealed. He's going to be on the wild-eyed, back foot defensive. Got the bumblebees here, and don't ever want, they might look slow and cute and fuzzy, but you don't ever want to get stung by one of them. So this could be some toxin build up. And then wham-oh, and it can no longer be hidden. Wham-oh, it can no longer be hidden. And there he is, moved to the military facility. And there is an announcement from the White House in regards to that. Again, they won't reveal the extent while they try and work out what the hell they're going to do. But then we've got the Justice card. Divine justice. And I'm just going to say divine justice. It will be divine justice. Cannot happen to a nicer bloke. When is the big question? Feels soon. I know soon is relative. Soon for you and I is like today. Soon for the universal energies is like, yeah, sometime in the future. Is there anything else we need to know about this? News about a tower moment. There'll be a big celebration, and then the light's going to be shone on the snake in the path, or the investigations are going to start into money trails, etc., abuse of power. There's Jack Smith, there's the devil, and there's the ending of a cycle. And as I look at the cards, there's that one's showing itself to me. Treason, betrayal, but also his heart. Okay, so I'm going to grab these. I am going to grab these cards and see if we can get some sort of indicator as to when. When his glass is empty. Okay, he will go down. I do keep seeing there'll be some sort of public event where he collapses or something, or stumbles badly and is caught, or some sort of public event. And doesn't that look like the symbol for the medical profession? Progress of, well, blowing out smoke. We know that he does that. That his gas isn't clean. Ugh. What do we need to know about the progress of the orange twerp's health? What do we need? What do we need to watch for? Okay, you want to stop there. So we know he's already blowing out unclean smoke, right? The future. Well, yeah, okay. The future. Slow. Empty. He's slow and empty. We know that. Some sort of celebration. What's the next big celebration in the US coming up? It's around some sort of celebration. You've got the devil, the evil energy, and the poverty. Poverty consciousness. Some sort of, I don't know what this celebration is. Could be Halloween, but I don't think it's that far out, because Halloween's what, end of October? but there's going to be some sort of the medication is just not going to work anymore. Future is not yet written. Gee, thanks, guys. Every drop in the ocean counts. Communication, masculine energy, music. Something over the radio and music, or some sort of, is there a festival or something coming up, or some sort of event, because this is attaching itself to the celebration card. Some sort of where there's music played, and it'll be a crossroads moment. Got the light bulb, the country, the harvest ending. It's not Trump ending, it's something to do with the end of harvest. Could be a wake-up call about the fact that the harvest isn't being harvested, and then a difficult message to hear. Watch for whatever this message is what I'm getting. It's around some sort of celebration day where music is played. You guys over there, you let me know. That feels like it's at the end of harvest, and there will be a difficult message about such. Harvest has ended. You've got the unity, you've got the swamp, you've got the dark clouds, and you've got in the gossip. Right. Now, I know you've had your Pride Mardi Gras day or month, or Pride Month or something, but it's about it coming together now. I know your next march is this coming, your next rally is this coming weekend, so please stay safe, stay peaceful. But it's not this weekend. I'm not feeling it's this weekend. It's something to do with the dark, swampy gossip that won't go away and will strike him down. Stopped. Things being fully illuminated, and it's the division over conflict. Gives the go out and time. Going out and time. You've got the networks for the coward flipping. So information coming out. Anger that will be transformative. That will bring sadness. Coming from overseas with the foreign, and it's going to be incredibly destructive, and it's going to be huge. And we've got the bravery. And this was the destiny for the uber wealthy. Oh, and look what's on the bottom is health, the health. So I'm really getting that it is, first of all, information's going to come out, and I think that goes back to my previous reading with the Bondi firings. But in the future, it's around some sort of celebration that is at the end of the harvest season. And that's when the information starts coming out. And there's a stop to the division. I mean, there will always be a portion that will go to the grave kissing the golden sneaker. But it's like a stop to the division. So you guys let me know what you think that celebration may be, because you know what your holidays and celebrations, etc. are. So I'm not feeling it's Halloween. Feels sooner than that. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. I shall catch you later. Look after yourself.